Well, I knew this was gonna happen, but I didn't think it was gonna happen this soon. Y'all, people are already defending Kris Tyson in any way that they can. And I don't understand why. I never understand why people decide to defend individuals that don't care about them. They don't care about anyone else. Like, listen, if it was you and this person in a room, they probably wouldn't even want to talk to you or give you the time of day. So for you to go as far as to hurt your own character by defending them is a completely ignorant move on all of these individuals' parts. But today I'm going to be talking about one specific person. I don't even know how to say this person's name. It's like Suris or Suris, something like that. They're like a VTuber, but they're not just a VTuber. I'm going to flash up their picture, not going to say anything. Y'all can make your own judgments in the comments or decide what you want from this picture, but this is the individual that we're talking about today. They decided to make this video titled "The Kris Tyson Allegations Are a Mess." And gosh, this is some of the most ignorant stuff I've ever heard spewed. It's completely about optics and about their political stance rather than actually looking at facts and morality. It's all about trying to come across as somebody who's high and mighty and, is woke. And I hate to use that word. I hate to say somebody thinks that they're woke. But this is one of those individuals that it's clear all they care about is politics and optics. They have 57,000 subscribers. So you'd think that they were big, right? You think that they were a big channel, but I don't know. Lately, the views have been down, it seems like, on this channel, man. For a 57,000 sub channel to get 5K views, get paid $800. Yes, he says this himself.
To show you about how much that would end up making you. So at 206,000 views for the month, I'll be making $875.
Getting paid $800 a month. It's not even livable. I would just shut down your channel at this point or think about changing your video directions, because you making videos like this, it's gonna be the nail in the coffin, because you already basically killed off your career, it seems like, but this is just digging your grave and, jumping right into it. But without further ado, let me play the first part of this video. I'm not gonna play it all because, like I said, a lot of it just goes into optics, but I'm gonna play the parts where they actually talk about the allegations, and you'll see it's not a lot. They don't go into much detail on the substantial allegations.
Alrighty, I said that there would be one more thing I wanted to talk about that was big and came out in recent news, and this one is more on the YouTube side of things and less on the politics side of things, but it does frustrate me a lot, and I do want to talk about it, especially as to throw the id poll part out there as somebody who is and has been dating a trans person for a very long time now. I feel the need to speak about this. Now, for those of you who are fans of Mr.Beast, you of course know that I believe Ava is her name, used to go by the name of Kris. I don't like doing the dead name thing, but I know that so many people know them by that name because that's the name they went by for so long while they were on Mr.Beast's channel, or she was on Mr.Beast's channel. But a while back, she came out as trans, and the right wing had a whole to-do about it for the longest time, and then they couldn't do it. They couldn't do anything besides just bitch about you're abandoning your family. And as far as I know, the trans thing has had nothing to do with any problems that have happened in said family. But there has been something that has happened recently, and it's been blowing up on Twitter for the last couple days, and it's insane. But there's this channel called a Cheeto that posted a video called "It's Over for Kris Tyson." Now, while I am not going to watch the video itself, and the reason I'm not going to watch the video itself is because the narrative here is that there was a 13-year-old that Ava was talking to, and that's it. That's it. This has got spun into a narrative of, oh, she was this person, but of course it's these people, it's the right-wing morons on the internet, so they're not saying she, they're saying he. Those who are at least a little more palatable are at the very least going by they, which either way doesn't matter. But what's interesting to me about this whole thing is that the conversation basically boils down to this person talked to minors.
I'm gonna try my best to keep my cool throughout the rest of this video. But this guy really just pissed me off. Really made me angry. His response to me and this, just rewatching this video with that together, like, just really irks me. Because of course, you know me. I'm an opinionated person. You know, I care strongly about my morals. I'm not somebody who cares about optics. You know what I mean? And I'm also somebody who is able to use my brain. So the thing with this guy is he thinks that people that do bad things deserve respect by default. And that's not how the world works. I'm not somebody who's transphobic, right? I'm not somebody who hates on somebody else because of what they want to do. That's not the point of the video, but I'm also somebody who's not going to give another person respect who doesn't deserve it. Therefore, I did not use the she pronouns in my video talking about Kris Tyson, because you shouldn't have to do that. You shouldn't have to have the basic respect for somebody if they're going to be doing something like this, because they lose all respect. I don't see them as like a person that's in line with me, that's on the same level. You know what I mean? If you're on the same level as me and I think you're a cool person, I'll respect your pronouns, whatever. You know, I have people in my circle that are, you know, transgender, and, you know, I don't care. I really don't care. It's fine. You know what I mean? I'm cool with it. I got a mod that's transgender. I really don't care. It's not that big of a deal to me. But what Kris did is horrible, and like I said, doesn't deserve my respect. End of story. So of course I had to write a response to this video. Here's what I said. I'm not a right winger at all. Kris texted 3 minors and 2 of them were messages. You didn't do much research at all. You have people saying this is a nothing burger when you're not going over any solid evidence. Just because the first messages weren't cool doesn't mean it's not weird. All that aside, you left out so much evidence, including not saying anything about the weird art. Really sus video, dude. And I didn't really expect this dude to respond. I thought he was just gonna delete my comment, but I'm so glad that he responded, because he made himself look like such an ignorant person. And they proved my point. You know, before this response even came out, I was like, this person is somebody who only cares about their political view and only cares about optics. You'll see what I mean here soon. So they asked me, do you have any evidence to present? I responded with, yeah, I made a video on it. Check it out. The DMs aren't screenshots. They're recorded messages, and it's proven they come from a verified account. I hope you delete this video, man, because if not, you're about to destroy whatever career you have left. After that, a bunch of people came to this person's defense in the comments. Most of them range from like having one discrepancy with a UI issue in one of the videos where it says today and the MrBeast video was dated 4 years ago. But if you look at the original tweet, it says here that the DMs were from 2020, meaning that the video wasn't from today. I know a lot of people are like, but the UI says it's today. It was a glitch. You can't just replicate Twitter's UI. You can't just replicate a whole app and make it look as if you're scrolling through DMs and make it look as if you're clicking on an account. Like, explain to me how you're gonna do that, because a lot of people keep saying, well, it's fake. Explain to me how it's fake. It's a video. It's not screenshot, so it's not like Photoshop edited. There's no cuts. The only discrepancy is a UI issue, which can be easily explained if you've ever been on the Twitter app. It's not perfect. So either way, all that aside, those are just a bunch of random people. I didn't care too much about their responses, but what I did care about is this next response, because it's insane. Like, this person is I really don't know how else to put this. They're very ignorant, and they seem very reactionary. Like, they kind of just jump at things without putting in any research or, you know, putting in like any effort. It just seems like they kind of click record and they go into something without having any idea of the situation. And that's exactly what they did. They did that with my video, and it seems like they just did that with their video, where they just kind of made a video and was like, whatever, I'm not going to look at any of the evidence. Same thing with my video. They didn't really look at any of the evidence. They just kind of glossed over it, pulled out a few things that I said, and nitpicked it. I'll read their full response here. They say, checked out your video. Both of the screenshots were legit. Then we have reason to be concerned only from the second one, kind of. While 14 and 18 is fraught with issues, I know tons of people that dated at those ages and everything, because high school teenagers are stupid. I'd hope Ava in the last 10 years have grown past that behavior. That said, a couple points. You made an active effort to misgender Ava at every opportunity. That's sus to me. I caught the parents present part a bunch. Nod to Dr. Disrespect? No. If so, also gross. Also, dismissing what the victim has said? Then we can dismiss the other victim screenshots. Obviously, this is stupid and we should listen to whichever victims are involved, not just the ones conveniently agreeing with us, right? Cool. If what others are saying here is true, no one can replicate Twitter UI isn't the defense you think it is. Regardless, if more information becomes substantial for consideration, I'll be doing a follow-up. In the meantime, consider improving and growing as a person. Me. You're telling me to consider to grow as a person. All you care about is politics and optics so much that you looked over tons of evidence just to say that these people were being transphobic. You know how wild that is? And this whole shit about Dr. Disrespect, I never even watched Dr. Disrespect. I never watched Dr. Disrespect. Even if I did, what the fuck does that have to do with anything? I wasn't even making a nod to him. That's weird. I don't even know that quote, bro. Why would you even pull that out? That's crazy. So there's 2 points I want to make in reference to this Dr. Disrespect claim. You guys already heard my initial response, and that was just like right off the bat. This is me after basically editing most of the video and thinking about what exactly he said. First of all, how do you know this niche thing connected to Dr. Disrespect, this quote, the thing about the parents not knowing? I had no idea this had anything to do with the Dr. Disrespect case. I haven't looked much into that because I thought that his admission was pretty solid. It's obvious he did what he did. There's no guessing there. It just wasn't something that I was thinking about at the time. My content was also very locale focused, so I wasn't really thinking about, you know, making a commentary video such as this one. This is something new I've been trying lately, but you know, I think I'll continue doing it. So I don't get how you knew this quote, right? You're the one who knows this connection. I don't. Second off, this proves that you have no idea about the first case that you were talking about. You said that you didn't need to watch a Cheetos video because you knew about the thing that happened with the 13-year-old already, yet you don't know that the whole situation involving that had to do with the parents knowing. That was the whole controversy. That's why people were kind of split on it. That's why I say this time the parents weren't there. It has nothing to do with Dr. Disrespect. It has to do with that first case. You know, the one that you said you looked over? Yeah, that one. That's the one where the person says that all their interactions had a parent involved. Did you not know that? Did you completely miss that part? Why is Dr. Disrespect on your brain? It's such a weird admission of guilt. A weird Freudian slip there, buddy. And no, this had nothing to do with Dr. Disrespect. But all that aside, the first thing about the high schoolers, the 14 and 18 age gap not being concerning, dude, this person shouldn't be online. Like, I don't know how I just found one of these people in the wild. You know, somebody in my server just showed me their video. I don't know if they watched them or anything. I'm not trying to out them because obviously this person has subscribers, they have viewers, but they shouldn't. because this is such an idiotic take. You think you're smart? You think you're complex? You're not. All you care about is politics. All you care about is what other people think of you politically. You want other people to align with you, and as long as you keep grifting, and you know you're gonna continue to get those little amount of viewers, that 5K. You know what I mean? As long as you keep towing the line. But this is crazy, and I would never call myself somebody who's right wing. You know what I mean? Never in my life have I ever considered myself to be somebody like that. If anything, I get a lot of comments saying that like I'm too nice. You know, I'm like that. I used to call Chris Chan a she a lot. People, you know, corrected me, and I saw that. You know, I'm like, there's no reason this person deserves my respect. But it's the same thing with me, like not agreeing with people saying they're not liking locals, saying, you know, people say that I'm too soft. You know what I mean? But come on, you think I'm too soft? Look at this. Look at this kind of stuff. Who goes this far to defend somebody who's never ever gonna meet them in their life, who doesn't care about them? Your face is on the internet, dude. Here it is. Congratulations. You're like, what do you think this is? You should have kept using that VTuber little avatar there, dude, because like everybody can see you being weird on the internet. Who says this kind of stuff? What's wrong with you, bro? Like, what's wrong with you? The Twitter UI thing is a completely good argument because the DMs were from Twitter. You have no idea what you're talking about. And then he says also dismissing what the victim has said. Dude, this was somebody who was groomed by Kris Tyson. Do you understand that? Do you understand the concept of somebody who was talked to at a young age and, you know, built up to believe that somebody is this powerful figure, you know, and they're basically being used. That's what grooming is. And then they create this relationship and a bond that's basically in some ways unbreakable. That's a portion of, you know what I mean? It's trying to get somebody so attached that they don't even notice that they're being used. And that's what happened with Kris Tyson. Do you not understand that? Either way, the dude didn't watch the video. I put up the tweet. I put up the victim's tweet right there and I explained what they said. They said that Kris Tyson did nothing wrong and that people should bombard individuals' videos who say that he did do something wrong. I don't care about you making another video. That wasn't the point of my comment. I really don't care. You can make as many videos as you want. I'm just giving you facts and telling you that if you keep making content like this, you're not going to last as a content creator, and you probably already fucked up your career doing this. Your video has like 2K fucking views, dude. 2K. What are you going to do? Like, what are you going to do, bro? This is crazy. Like, I don't understand. What you think? Did you think that this was going to work out for you? Did you think that I was gonna get like sad or something and start feeling like a bad person? I'm the one who's strong on my morals, brother. You're the one who has issues and needs to avoid evidence just to align with your political ideologies. I'm the one that was able to put my politics aside and look at this for what it is. That's the difference between somebody like me and you. So I'm not the person who needs to grow as a human because I decided not to respect somebody who texted minors. You're the one who needs to grow as a human because all you care about is optics and politics and you can't even think for yourself. I know this was a long video. I'm going to try to cut it down because I know I did a lot of talking, but I felt like a lot of that needed to be said because somebody like this needs to be put in their place. So condescending. You think that you're smart. You think that you're cool. You make all these political videos and it's all like a facade, dude. Nobody watches you anymore. And it's probably because you have shitty takes like this. You do no research. And people are hating me for actually looking deeper into it and telling me that I'm the bad person for looking for evidence against Kris Tyson when this guy didn't even pull any out at all. He said, I'm not watching the video. That's where I'm going to leave it. Thank y'all for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.